Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our ClubShop Hangout, Thursday, November 19th, the year 2015. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is Rob Gearing, Gold Manager with ClubShop Rewards. I'm joined by one of my great partner leaders, Derek Barrington, and we are going to do some specific training with you today. We're going to talk about how partners get started. What's the early focus? What should they be doing as they just joined ClubShop Rewards and just came through the upgrade. So we're not going to do a lot with Q&A. You can certainly put your comments. We're not going to really answer questions today, but certainly I can get back to people that I see that did put something in. And we're going to go right to screen share, and we're going to talk about what we title kind of Partner Training 101. So we're going to screen share immediately here. And we're going to wait for that to come up. And there we go. So I'm going to go to my browser now. And I'd like to thank Derek. He's one of our now trained, one of our trained panelists. So you'll be hearing from Derek in future Hangouts. So he joined us today. He gave me a nice script for today. So I credit him with the material that I'm going to present today. So we're moving immediately. Whoops, I need to close this window so that doesn't interfere with us. And we logged into our ClubShop Partner Business Center. That's where we kick it off today. So we go to what's called our activity report. We're going to report activity reports every day. Okay, it's that simple. It's that critical. This is going to tell you what's going on in your organization. Okay, so at that point, I'm going to actually clear that out. Okay, so we look at our activity report, and it has various things that need to be checked, various parameters that you can put in. We are going to leave the date in and the report settings as they are. So everything as you see, it's going to give me a personal report. It's going to show all activities being done with. And I'm also then going to check this little tick box here, or actually check this, just click this box that says select all. And that's checking every one of these boxes. So I want to see everything. I want to know when people are logging in. I want to know when somebody gains a trial position. I want to know when somebody starts an upgrade. I want to know everything. So everything's by clicking that select all button, excuse me, right there, you're getting everything. Everything is immediately checked. Okay, so with that, we're going to click on submit at this point. And it's going to bring up a few things here to look at. I'm going to actually focus on the first entry in my list here. That's my wife, Michelle Gearing. So we're going to take a look at a few things for her in a moment. And we're looking at everything that is red. Anything that's in red. So everything that came up is red. That's what the activity report does. It's giving us a heads up on things we need to take action on. So just to give you an example, I'm going to click on Michelle's ID to the far left, which is in red. And that brings up what we call the follow-up report. So is that's worth $5 US equivalent money, cash, for a person's rewards account. And that's a pretty easy way to get $5 into that account. So very, very good. So I want to actually thank you for that. And what you'll notice when you're doing follow-up is you're going to have follow-up that's given to you. The little envelopes to the far right of where I'm at right now on my screen, those are pre-written emails that already have everything filled in. They're essentially copy and paste. Just really easy to deal with. So what I do is when I approach this area here, I check the boxes because I'm going to follow up on everything here in one shot here, okay, to clear this out. Generally, though, you're only going to have one task at a time. So, for example, well, I guess you could have multiple because a person very easily, like she did, can access their business center and then go ahead and complete the survey at the ClubShop Mall and earn their cash. What we're going to focus on is though the fact that she, completed that survey. So that's what we call a formulated letter. Now there's also things like that access to Business Center. There isn't a little envelope to the right there. So I essentially can make up my own follow-up, and it's just pretty simple. You can look in your training. It's very critical to go through all of your whole training manual when you upgrade in ClubShop Rewards to Partner, and you follow your training, especially those first 4 modules. Tells you everything you need to do, gives you all the follow-ups. Not every follow-up is given in the little envelope format, so there are times you have to kind of use use those templates a little differently. Make sure if you do, though, anything that's pre-written that's not the little envelope, you must ensure that everything is updated correctly. So the right link, the right names. It's not good to be sending out incorrect information. So take that due diligence time to make sure everything is correct. But if you go through your training and you may find, well, they really didn't say anything about what do I say if a person access their Business Center. What do I email them? Well, I just say thank you for doing that. Okay, it tells me that you're very interested. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's arrange a talk. Let's arrange a call. Let's do a Skype chat. That's really all you're looking for in those cases. Emails don't have to be epic. Follow-up doesn't have to be epic. We sometimes worry about having the perfectly worded, crafted material. No. Ultimately, it comes down to just good, direct communication with people one-to-one. So I know what I'm going to do with Michelle today. We're going to send that thank you for completing the survey. I'm also looking to see here what member type she is. She's a shopper, so that makes sense. Okay, she's enjoying the ClubShop cash rebates. She is English, so I don't have to worry about translating any material. A lot of these emails, you'll already be given the translation. If not, you can use Google Translate, which will allow you to send in whatever language the person is specifying. And that is really it. So now, a nice advantage that I have here too is the email address is a live link. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to send an email follow-up through ClubShop Rewards. I'm going to click the little envelope here in her survey, bringing that up right now. Okay, gives me the subject line. So I'm going to go back to my activity report. If I can find it again here. I think I need to do this. Yeah, I'll go here. Back to my not activity report, but back to the follow-up record for Michelle. I'm going to click her email link. Okay. Client, automatically her email address is filled in. I always send from this Comcast account. That's my ClubShop correspondence account. Always copy your upline. I'm going to copy my upline. And I'm going to paste in that subject line. So now I'm just toggling. I'm going to quickly go over and find that subject line. You've earned Club Cash with your ClubShop Rewards membership. Into the email subject line. I'm going to go down and find the email copy. Back again to there. As I'm looking at filled nothing I have to make any changes on. Not that you can't tweak an email. You don't want to do that. Go with read the material, understand what you're sending, but yeah, stick with the script in the beginning for sure. I always just like to take a little glance. It all looks good. And now I'm going to click send, and I have sent that out to her. Closing off that template now. Get that out. I've checked the box saying what I've done. At this point, it's always good to have a next step that you do with everybody. So I'm going to put a reminder note. I'm going to follow up in a week. So I'm going to say shopping follow-up. This is a shopper now. Shopping follow-up. Maybe did you find any interesting stores in the mall since we last corresponded? What are some of your favorite ways to shop? What are some things that you like to do when you shop online? So I'm going to do a shopping follow-up. And I'm going to do that a week from now. So these are arbitrary things. I could have done 5 days. I'm just going to pick the 26th as my date. Black Friday's coming up, so a pre-Black Friday follow-up would be good, because everybody should be shopping online for all those doorbusters that are going to be happening for Black Friday. And in my follow-up notes, I want to put that I sent ClubShop survey. Thank you. Thanks for taking your survey. up survey, thank you email. Box is checked. Reminder note is set. So when you set a reminder note, then that's going to show up in your activity report on November 26th. What if I didn't do that? I'm probably never going to go back and do anything with this person again unless they themselves drove something that created activity that I see. So I can't rely on that. I have to be up in front of the situation. Now I'm going to click on submit to save all that. Okay, so we've updated our record. Okay. Everything is updated. So now we're going to look to the far right of our screen, and this is what I call the kind of the communicative record. The left record is kind of just saying what actually I've done in some level of detail. Don't make it vague. Give detail. So your upline, your sponsors, your coaches can see what's going on, and if you need help or not with that process. To the right-hand side, we're always looking for a Skype. So this individual has a Skype name, but what if they didn't? Well, I would go to Skype with that email address, and I would do a Skype search. And I can also search by name. If there's multiple, usually an email address, if a person's in Skype, it'll find them immediately. It's unique to that individual. By name, if I'm searching Skype by name, then I may have 5 or 6 different people listed. So I can look at the address, the city, and narrow down, where this person is from. So I'm going to come back and add a note here, because that I know is a good Skype because it's actually mine. So I'm going to put good Skype. Now, if you find a Skype, don't be the guy that says found Skype and doesn't tell us what it is, okay? So let me update that. I hit submit in the add or replace partner notes. So he puts it under partner notes now. So the Skype was already here. So all right, that's fine. I just validated that it's good. So then the upline can come in and communicate with this person as well. If I'm the discoverer, if I'm the Christopher Columbus and found this Skype address, then I need to tell everybody what it is. Now, if I come up with no Skype, I would type no Skype. If it's questionable, it could be this could be it, but I can't say 100% for sure. I'm taking a reasonable guess. I should say that. The other thing I'm going to interject here is if you can find alternate types of follow-up. So let me go to Google and search this individual. Oh, I found a Facebook. Let's put that ID in, Facebook ID, under partner notes. I found a LinkedIn contact information. I found Twitter. A person may be great on Twitter and terrible on Facebook. So, I'm a private detective. My goal here is I'm going to make a personal connection with this person. Of course, I have a phone number, and that's an easy, quick way to do that as well. So it's not about the machinery or the mechanics what we do here. It's about what our intention and goals are. To send crisp, clean follow-up that's accurate, that tickles them via email, but coming in and figuring out which mode of communication. Maybe it's email. In most cases, it's not. You can't really make a personal connection via email. And we are networking internet marketers, network marketers. We're not just people that communicate only by email and never care about a person, who they are, and stuff like that. So that's the right-hand side of the screen update. So very critical information. And again, that's for your upline to help you as well. So at this point, I can close off my follow-up record. Okay, I can come back to my activity report. I can refresh that, and voila, entry 1 is gone, and entry 2, because I cleared everything out for that particular individual for the sake of time. There you go. So now I have a lot more activity that I need to work on. So I'm going to close that out. I'm going to come back to our room and stop the screen share. And this is our training for today. So we made it quick and concise because this is going to go onto our training page at trafficleadstoincome.com/blog/ClubShop rewards, and over to the YouTube channel. It's going to go to youtube.com/c/Rob Gearing. So myself and Derek, thank you for viewing today. We appreciate your time, and hopefully this will be a very helpful training to partners and future partners. Have a great day and a massively successful week. Thank you very much.